Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I think in light of the fact that I just recently got this little Rottweiler puppy, I figured we'd make a video talking about puppies, some of my plans in regards to how we're going to raise him up. This is Groot. He's a purebred German Rottweiler. He's about 8.5, 9 weeks old. I posted the story on my Instagram, so if you follow my Instagram, you know exactly how we got him. Some lady found him, and we're the dog people. A lot of people call us up whenever they find a puppy, find a dog. I don't take them all. Kind of pick and choose which ones I feel like taking and which ones I don't. Saw this little Rottie puppy and immediately jumped at the opportunity. Lady brought the dog over here. That's the end of it. Says she knocked on doors, says she looked on Facebook, said she looked on lost and found apps, and nobody claimed him. So we have him. His name's Groot, and he's an extremely awesome little puppy, a little high drive puppy, which I really love, and we're going to get into that. But before I start talking about puppies and how I like to raise them and why I do the things that I do and why I do the things that I have been doing for past 7 years, maybe talk a little bit about my experience raising puppies. Talk about like the importance of what to do, when to do, why to do it. There's a reason for everything that I do, and it comes from a fairly decent amount of mileage. So anyway, but before we get into the video, if you could do me a favor and leave a thumbs up on the video, subscribe to the channel, I'd really appreciate that. So anyway, puppies. I always tell people not to overcomplicate things, because there's just a couple of really important things that I think about, and namely the only things I really focus on when I got a puppy, this little guy right here. One of the first things that I'm going to be looking at is potty training. Obviously, we need to crate train him, and crate training is a pivotal part of potty training. I think one of the things that I look at in reference to potty training is I try to look at patterns. How long after my little homie here eats does he typically go to the bathroom? And so if he eats and he's eating in his kennel, because I like to associate the kennel with a positive thing like eating. So if I'm not hand feeding him, I'll be feeding him in his kennel. And he eats there. Awesome. I get to eat inside my kennel. And that's a really positive thing. Hey, see if you want some of this NutriCal gel. This is just some nutritional gel that has like omegas and just a lot of vitamins and shit like that. That's just going to help his immune system. Not really going to talk about the topic of harpoons and things of that nature. But I will say I do like to stay proactive in helping this little guy's immune system alongside dewormed him of every single type of worms that you could possibly have. Parasites are extremely common inside puppies, and we made sure that that's not going to be a problem. So I'm going to bring him over here and just show him what I have. It's tasty, isn't it, pal? Boom. Boom. Yeah, you love that shit, don't you? It's just going to help his immune system, keep him from getting sick and stuff like that. Don't want to give him too much. This stuff is extremely sweet. It even smells like it would be sweet. But anyway, don't overthink it. It's really not that difficult. I'm focusing on potty training. I'm focusing on tons of positive experiences. Just like, I can't express to you how important, how significant this life stage is for a dog. That's why I'm usually like, damn, dude, people they're like, oh, I'm going to wait to train my dog. Bro, you need to start training today. Today. Engagement, positive experiences, nice little routine, some structure. Look how bitey he is. Love it for him. Love how bitey he is. Flirt pole, tug. Make those games an extremely fun, empowering, positive experiences so that we could further build his drive for those things. There's nothing better than a dog that will work, right? So if you build that drive up, it's 10 times more likely that you're going to get a dog that's eager to work for you. And when you, have the format, and there's like a format for the game, the dog learns that there's like rules of engagement and a structure to this thing. And it really, really plays well into forming and forging that bond that we're trying to accomplish. And people don't know to take advantage of this very simple concept from the day they bring their puppy home, are the people that are missing out significantly. Because you could take a dog that doesn't even necessarily know they love to do something like chase a flirt pole or tug on a toy, and you could show them that they love it. And then once you get going with that, boy, you just build and build and build. And no. So he's pooping right now. Okay, we'll take him outside. Good opportunity. We'll take him outside so he can finish out here. Good boy. Finish out there. Good boy. So hopefully he finishes out there. His turds are absolutely magnificent right now. Unfortunately, I don't have anything else but to use one of the little toys that I've been playing with him with, which is just a sock tied in a knot, and I just shake it around and he chases it and bites it, and I go back and forth a little bit with it. But I could always tie up another sock for that. So I'm going to leave him out there for just 2 more seconds so he can hopefully finish pooping. I thought he got it all out previously, but evidently I was wrong. But that's okay. It's going to happen. I'm glad that happened. Kind of show you guys what I do. I'm just going to pick him up, put him outside. Hopefully he finishes, give him a round of applause, bring him right back inside. I'm not going to shove his face in it like an asshole, because that just absolutely does nothing but confuse and destroy. You're confusing him. He doesn't know why you're doing it. He has absolutely no reason why you're shoving his face in his own feces, and you're going to destroy any trust that you potentially may have had if you do something ridiculously silly like that. Maybe shove your own face in it, because maybe you should have given him more time outside. Maybe you brought him in a little bit too early. Now I'm talking to myself actually right now. But in any case, positive experiences, good structure, a little bit of gameplay, just engagement, man. Engage with him, hand feed his meals, play fun games like toss a piece of food. He comes back, you pay him for coming back. You go outside, you're walking around off leash. He has a little puppy pack drive, so he's following you around. Every time he comes to you, you give him a piece of food. Just building and forging that relationship. Just doing very simple things like that. As he starts to grow and develop a little bit, we're going to build off of that foundation and maybe graduate to the arena where I have all my agility stuff, different platforms, A-frames, just different stuff like that. Maybe introduce a marker system, so I might bust out the clicker, start utilizing the clicker to mark really cool behaviors, just really simple stuff, lots of free shaping stuff. So yeah, I don't know, in my mind this is all extremely simple stuff, really basic stuff, but it's the ultimate foundation, and there's a format to it all. And I think unless somebody knows, they wouldn't know. As simple as this stuff is, I guess you just wouldn't really know unless somebody explained it to you and explained the value of it, because so many people say they're going to wait to train their dog until they get older. You're missing the boat. Dogs are constantly learning. This little guy right here is in his most influential space in his lifetime. You think I'm going to miss the opportunity to teach him during the most influential stage? Absolutely not. I'm going to never miss a day. Every single day we're going to be doing something to get better and to forge a relationship. Now granted, I'm going to be eventually selling him to one of my friends after we put him through a little bit of a program here, give him this perfect start into life. Got him around my personal working dogs here, my demo dogs, balanced, just perfect. They're just such an asset to my company. I can't express that enough. So definitely lots of positive association to other dogs, lots of positive experiences with my 2 dogs here, and any other dog that I have on my premises that acknowledges that he's a baby. Let me go get him real quick. Don't touch that dial. So, all right, come on. Did you finish? That's a guy. Come on in. That's a guy. Hopefully you finished, my bro. Yeah. Want to come up here? Oh, man, on top of all else, this guy is cute. Now, I will say that not all dogs are created equally. This little puppy right here is already showing me signs that he would be potentially a good candidate for sport work, be a good candidate for bite work, just based on how the bite inhibition. He's extremely bitey, and I love that. That's something that we're going to use to our advantage. So like when I'm playing with him and stuff like that, every now and again I'll kind of like frustrate him a little bit in an effort to make him a little more possessive over toys and over his rags and over the tug toys and stuff, because I really want to build that drive to do that. Again, we're utilizing that as a tool, because because what we're going to do is we're going to utilize that as motivation, something that he's going to be really jacked up to work for. And a lot of people are going to be like, why would you teach a dog to bite? Those are the people that just really wouldn't understand the value of it and don't understand how to use it as a tool, and the fact that we're going to have a complete and utter control over this, because eventually, you know, down the line, we're going to start teaching behaviors like let it go. We're going to start teaching the cues on command and things like this as we start to develop and get a little bit older. Oh, give me that. I got to go get him a different toy. Do I have another sock? I got to give him something to keep his mind going, because puppies are just like dur all over the joint. And I don't want him to, certainly don't want him to chew on that sock that's got his own turd in it. Maybe I'll just let him have my sleeve or something. Hey. Absolutely no reason to think that this little guy like should know commands. Like, that's something we're going to start shaping and forming those behaviors. We're going to free shape. We're going to lure, use food lures. We're going to teach him his back legs. We're going to teach him our marker system and slowly develop those behaviors. And he's going to be extremely driven and excited to do these things, because in that context, we're going to utilize a lot of food motivation. Every single puppy in the history of puppies loves to eat food. Good boy. Hear that? You hear that? That's what it's all about. Good boy. Give him some affection while he's getting agitated. Good boy. I want him to know that I like that he's biting and holding and tugging. Oh, make him, empower him, make him feel like a big man. Don't want to win the whole time. Matter of fact, you want to let him do most of the winning. Oh, oh. That's the sound of a dog absolutely having a blast. Everything should be fun for him. The way that you format the games, the way you, everything in dog training comes down to how could you format it in a way that it's a game for them. Dogs are very self-serving animals. And if you always think in terms of what's in it for the dog, it's very likely you're going to get everything you ever hoped for and desired out of that dog. Guys, this video is already getting pretty long-winded. I probably have so much more to say, but I don't know. I just wanted to make some type of content, long video form, since I haven't really put one out recently. So if you've stayed this whole time and you appreciate the content, do me a favor, leave me a thumbs up on the video, subscribe to the channel, and stay tuned, because if you go over to my Instagram page and you subscribe to my Instagram subscriptions, I'm posting daily little tips and tricks on what I'm doing, how I'm doing it, and why I'm doing it. Appreciate you guys tapping in. Captain Chad. This is Big Groot. Come here, Papa Seat. This is Big Groot. Welcome him to the team. We'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.